Hey there guys, Stean PP Reviews back today, and well, I'm back with a collection video, of course, because you know I love doing those. I've been away for a month. I'm very sorry about that. Life got in the way, but I've drank a lot of caffeine. I'm kind of hyped up, so let's jump right into these Blu-rays and let's see what I picked up this month. And well, it was probably about a month and a half, because this movie I bought about a month and a half ago. This is Moon. I picked this up for $2.50 out of CEX in here. In there, and I went to go find a movie, and well, $2.50. I had some money on me, so I decided $2.50 is not much. Picked that one up, and I want to see it because Duncan Jones is director. Now he's doing World of Warcraft, so that's meant to be looking very good, and I want to check out what he's done previously. And Sam Rockwell, well, I've kind of been following Sam Rockwell for a while. I've seen a lot of his movies over the years. Next up is the Naked Gun trilogy. I picked these up, all these DVDs here I picked up out of a charity shop in my local area, and I picked up the Naked Gun trilogy for £1. So, well, it's not the only reason I picked it up because I like the Naked Gun trilogy, but £1 for 3 films, sorted. Next up is a documentary that I watch now and again because there's an interesting interview with Marilyn Manson in it. This is Bowling for Columbine. £1 again. I don't like the movie too much, but the documentary's not really my type of thing. But I always seem to watch it when I think of I think of Marilyn Manson, and I want to watch it because it's an interesting interview with him. Next up is another 3-pack. Actually, this is another three stand-ups this time. This is a Bill Bailey collection. Now this has Cosmic Jam, Bewilderness, and Patrol on it. I haven't watched any of them as far as I can. I've probably seen some of them beforehand. I think I've seen Patrol on TV years ago, but I love Bill Bailey. I went to Metal Hammer Bone Boys in 2013. He came on, got an award, and he didn't leave the stage. It was fantastic, and it made me fall in love with Bill Bailey. So I was glad when I found that for £1, because I'm going to watch a lot more Bill Bailey probably. Well, I haven't watched it yet, you know. Next up is 2 Bond films, because as you know, I've been trying to collect the Bond films. Now, I want them all on Blu-ray, but I haven't managed to do that, and I find them for £1 on DVD, and I'm not going to turn down £1 DVD, buying them on DVD for £1, because the Blu-rays are like £8 for each one, and there's a lot of Bond films, so I'm not going to judge paying £1 for for a film. And I actually picked up 3 this month, but these are 2 out the same charity shop. This is A View to Kill and Live and Let Die. 2 Roger Moore films. I actually like Roger Moore. I really like Live and Let Die. Maybe it's because of the song and Guns N' Roses cover of it, since you know I love Guns N' Roses. But I don't know. I like A Live and Let Die, and I like The View to Kill. Next up is a film that I picked up just because Marlon Brando's in it. This is One Eyed Jacks. Never heard of it. It looks like a western. I'm not a big western fan. It'll probably be dreadful, but I like Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando's he's probably like my 5th or 6th favourite actor, and I want to see more of his films. Since I've only seen the famous ones, I want to see some of the less famous ones. Next up is a film I haven't watched. My dad watched this when I first got it because he fancied watching it, and then he remembered that he'd seen it before and didn't really like it that much. This is Nowhere Boy. So I haven't watched it because my dad told me it wasn't too great. It's a film about John Lennon. Now, I'm not a big fan of John Lennon, and nor is my dad, so maybe that's why they didn't like it so much, because of the Beatles. But, you know, I fancy watching it because, well, I want to see it. I've heard mixed reviews about it now. Heard years ago. My dad says, next up is a film called New York Stories. Again, £1, but this I picked up. I've been looking for this movie for a long time, and I could never find it. I found it online, and it wasn't too cheap, so I didn't want to pay it. When I found this for £1 though, I wasn't going to complain, and I'm glad I only paid £1 for it. This film is not good. I watched Martin Scorsese's Life Lessons. It's a 3-parter, and the reason I wanted to see it was because of Martin Scorsese, and thank God Martin Scorsese's film was first. So it was a fantastic film. Life Lessons was really good. Nick Nolte in it as well, so you can't complain. And then I got onto the second one, which is Life Without Zoe, and this is Francis Coppola, directed and also written by him and his daughter. Sophia Coppola should not be allowed to go near films. That film was dreadful, so I didn't even watch. I actually turned that off. I turned it off during that short because it was that bad. Woody Allen's Opus Rex, I haven't watched because I'm not a massive fan of Woody Allen films, so I haven't got around to it. Probably, maybe watch it at one point, but at least Life Lessons was good because that was a good one. Next up is a film called Rogue Trader. Not watched it yet. I've only picked up because McGregor's in it. Really, it's about the Wall Street, but I don't know anything else about it. Really. And last up from that charity shop is actually a wrestling DVD, and this DVD got me back into watching wrestling again. This is Mick Foley's Greatest Hits and Misses. The good thing about this is it's hits and misses, so there's some losing matches in it. The first disc is him fighting through WCW, ECW and Smoky Mountain Wrestling, and then on the second disc it is always WWE wrestlings. I haven't watched the second disc, so I haven't seen any of those WWE wrestling ones. But there's like Mankind vs Undertaker on Hell in a Cell, as well known as the famous one. But there's some really good ones before, like him versus Cactus Jack and Raven versus Terry Funk and Tommy Dreamer on ECW. Yeah, they're quite good DVD. They're quite good and it got me right into wrestling again. Next up is Square Disc. Now, I'm going to show most of these. I'm going to leave 3 out because 3 are really new and I knew I bought them. But the rest of them are just mixed together. I actually traded a lot in this month. I traded a lot more games in because I wasn't playing them. And instead of getting new games for it, I decided I'll trade them in and just get some new DVDs. So I picked up some DVDs. So a lot of these are trade-in. There is Blu-rays in this list, but I did pay for. But some of them are just, it is literally just every sort of random movie I found in the shop I fancied watching, and I picked them all up for that reason. As you can see, I'm stacking them on me. This is a large pile of DVDs this month from Square Discs. That's why I said it's a big collection video, because there's a lot of DVDs I picked up. So let's jump straight in to Rat Race. Why did I pick up Rat Race? Because it's one of the best comedies ever made. It's not really, it's really bad. But it's one of those films you find yourself watching all the time. Just because you fancy watching it. Yeah, so I picked it up. Next up is this is a Region 1 copy of Behind Enemy Lines. Now I was excited because I actually have another Region 1 in here, which is this one. This is another Region 1. I've got 2 Region 1s this time, just because I picked them up. Because I picked that one up because I like the cover. And I picked this one up because it's a wrestling DVD, and it's Hitman Hart, Wrestling with Shadows. Now this I put on my PlayStation because I realised that I bought the Veronica Mars for Alison, the Season 2 and Season 3, and they were in Region 1, and they worked on my PlayStation. So I tried this, and this worked on my PlayStation. I got really excited. Really, really, really excited, because I own Clerks animated in Blu-ray and DVD, that's Region 1, and I also own Street Sharks, which is Region 1. I thought, brilliant, they will work on my PlayStation along with Behind Enemy Lines, because this worked. Yeah, I put this in, it didn't work. I put Clerks in, it didn't work. I put Street Sharks in, it didn't work. So I have a Region 1 copy of Behind Enemy Lines, which at this moment in time I can't watch, but hopefully soon I'll get a Region 1, and maybe. Next up is Crazy Stupid Love. I loved this movie, and I told everybody for about a week about this movie. When I first watched this movie, I fell in love with Emma Stone's in it. The reason I watched it was Emma Stone, because I knew it was one of her movies, and it was £1, so I picked the DVD up and watched it that way. And I really, really enjoyed this movie. It's a romantic comedy, but with basically Steve Carell and Ryan Gosling going to a bar and trying to chat up women. Steve Carell trying to chat up women is fantastic. It's just, this film is amazing. And even Julianne Moore, who I can't stand, was in this movie, and I really, really enjoyed her in it as well. Next up is a film called The Man. Now this is Samuel Jackson and Eugene Levy in it. I think I remember seeing this movie back back in the 90s, I think that's when it came out. I think I remember seeing the movie, but that way, it was that long ago, I don't remember it. I don't remember anything about the movie. But, you know, I love Samuel Jackson, I love Eugene Levy, or whatever his name is, the dad from American Pie. And so I'll give it a try. Next up is Coach Carter. Now, I bought this film just because, and I don't even like this film, and yeah, Samuel Jackson again. But I don't really don't like this film that much. I only bought it because I was in, when I was in buying it, we were talking about Channing Tatum, and I knew this was in the room. I'd seen and it was in the DVD room, but I just didn't go in. I didn't pick it up because obviously I didn't really like it. Talking away, and we're talking about Channing Tatum, and I googled and I found out that this was the first film he was ever in. So I picked up to watch it, and have I watched it yet? No. Will I watch it? Well, maybe at one point when I have nothing else to watch. Next up is Are We There Yet? An Ice Cube film. I love Are We There Yet? This is one of the first DVDs I got bought in my collection years and years and years ago. My mum bought me it, and it started my collection, but it vanished. I don't remember where the DVD went, but I had to pick up again because I love the movie. The second one was dreadful, and it's just out in Blu-ray, but I don't know if it's out in Blu-ray over here. I know it's out on Blu-ray in America, and I so hope there's a region that's either region 3 or there's a region 2 copy gets released as well, because I would buy that movie in Blu-ray. Next up is Space Cowboys, a film that I've just found out was directed by Clint Eastwood. So now I can say I like a Clint Eastwood directed film, because I haven't liked any other ones, but oh, Space Cowboys is one of those guilty pleasure movies I enjoyed. I remember watching it as a kid, so I enjoy it more and more now. Speaking of a films of kids, I got Teenage Mutant Ninja 2: The Secret of the Ooze and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. It's only called 3 over here. I don't remember what the real name of it is. Like Back in Time or something like that. Or Shells in Time, probably. But yeah, it's a double feature. I paid £1 for it, so I'm not going to complain at that. Next up is Without a Paddle, a comedy that I haven't seen in a good couple of years, and I decided I wanted to watch it again. Jeff Dunham, all over the world, all over the map. I love Jeff Dunham in this. They go to Scotland in this. This is not actually started. This is I decided to watch it. They go to Scotland, and the Scottish jokes were some of the funniest jokes in the world. If you live in Scotland, you should give the Scottish part of that a try, because it's fantastic. It's probably just because I'm Scottish and I enjoyed that because it was Scottish humour. Next up is Loser, a film that I haven't seen since it basically came out. It wasn't great in any stretch of the mind. It's mostly remembered because Wheatus Teenage Dirtbag was the song for it, and they used parts of that in the video, but it's not great. Next up is a film that I've actually had sitting ready to watch, and I've just been too busy to watch it. This is a film called Straw Dogs. This film sounds brutal. I've heard of it, but never heard anything about it before. And yeah, I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to take it actually back up. I'm going to take it back and set it back next to where it was. So I've got it ready to watch, because this film is amazing, and this film sounds amazing, and I can't wait to watch it. Next up is a film that I've heard a lot about, and I haven't watched it before, and I decided to pick up. I'm not a massive fan of director David Lynch, but this is The Elephant Man. Now, a lot of people go on about this, especially when I was doing my film courses. A lot of people went on about this, and well, I thought I'd pick it up and give it a try, since it is so highly regarded as being this good film. So I'll give it a try. Next up is In-Betweeners 2. This is me. I'm now complete on my In-Betweeners. I have the first 3 seasons on DVD. I have the first movie on DVD and Blu-ray, and now on the second one on DVD. But I will pick up on Blu-ray. But In-Betweeners is a funny British TV show, and the movies weren't too bad. Next up is a film called The Abyss. This is a James Cameron film. This is the only reason I picked it up. I've heard a lot about this. This is a special edition to this one with a big booklet and that. I haven't watched it yet. I've never seen it. It's a complete not blind buy, but I've heard it's good. And a lot of the DVDs I pick up are all blind buys. Next up is The Walking Tall. This has got The Rock in it. Not even Dwayne Johnson. This is before then. It's also got Johnny Knoxville, and this film was funny. I enjoyed this film. This film was it was like a it was a comedic action movie, and they've done it well. They mixed the two things together very, very well. Speaking of comedy, this is another comedy. This is Young Frankenstein. This is a film by Mel Brooks, but I haven't watched it yet, actually. I keep meaning to watch it. I don't think I've seen it since I was like really, really young. But yeah, I'll certainly give it a try as soon as possible. It's got Gene Wilder in it, and I love Gene Wilder, so yeah, I'll give it a watch. Next up is Soul Plane. This is a film with Snoop Dogg, who flies a plane in smoke stop, and a very young in his career, very young in his career, Kevin Hart. I love this movie when I first seen it. It's really not fantastic. It's really bad, but you know what? Soul Plane. I'm not even going. It's a funny stoner comedy. And next up is Starter for 10. Now this one is actually, I can't remember if I picked up at Square Disc or if I picked this one up out of one of the charity shops, but I think it's Square Disc I got this one from. This film was hilarious. This film has James McAvoy in it. It also has a lot of actors who, when I say their names, you'll know exactly who I'm talking about. There is Catherine Tate, who plays the mother. They don't even mention, that's how weird the names are, they don't even mention the names in the thing. There's Benjamin Cumberbatch. This is one I can't remember, but he plays Tony Stark's dad and the Agent Carter and stuff. And that's James Gordon. This film is full of so many wee British stars at that moment in time. But it was a fantastic movie, and if you haven't seen it, I suggest you go watch it because it was really funny. It's about it's based in the 80s, and all James McAvoy's character wants to do is be on University Challenge. He's always wanted to do since he was a kid, and it's a good movie. I really enjoyed it. A bit predictable though, that's the only thing. And last up, but certainly not least on DVD fronts, on film fronts, is Pumping Iron. This is Arnold Schwarzenegger one. This is a copy. This is not a copy, it's a foreign copy. I don't know where from though. I don't read whatever language it is, but it's certainly a European language. I'm not too sure what language it is, but yeah, this is Pumping Iron. I love Arnold Schwarzenegger. And then, well, I went and bought Blu-rays, but before I bought a Blu-ray, at the same time as buying these Blu-rays, I picked up a DVD as well, and it's The Town, a movie that I haven't watched yet, so I'll not much to talk about it. And now the DVD, the Blu-rays, again, I haven't watched. I've been really busy, guys, and I haven't managed to watch any of these yet. But well, there's a few I know about. So first of all is Body of Lies. Picked it up because it is DiCaprio's film. DiCaprio's in it. I own this in DVD. Tried to watch it about 3 or 4 times. I don't own the DVD now. I didn't trade this DVD in when I bought the Blu-ray. The DVD must have traded it in beforehand. I didn't enjoy the film. I couldn't get into the film, but it was on Blu-ray, so I picked it up. Yeah, I'm weak. Next up is Get Smart, another film that I've actually seen. I watched this one actually, and I watched half of it and realised I'd seen it before and didn't enjoy it that much. It's Steve Carell, Annie Hathaway, and Dwayne Johnston. It's okay. And then last up but not least from the Blu-rays from Square Disc is The Girl with a Dragon Tattoo. The girl who played with fire, and the girl who kicked in the hornet's nest. I haven't watched them. I keep meaning to watch them. I've just not been in the mood, because I've not been in the mood to watch a foreign film yet, because it is the original foreign ones. But maybe I'll probably get around to watch them soon, hopefully. Next up is, these are things I got out of the small charity shop and coming up. There's two. There's a big one and a small one in the same street. So I went into the smaller one. I picked these up. These films are not great. The charity shop's not a great charity shop. It doesn't get in a lot of DVDs. The other one gets more. So that's a harder choice. So this is Observe and Report. Now I picked this up because Seth Rogen. And yeah, I laughed at a few scenes. Were funny, but some of it just, the humour fell flat on its face. There's some very funny scenes in it, but some very and I love Seth Rogen. I even like Green Hornet because Seth Rogen, but no, it wasn't good. Next up is Date Night, another Stephen Carell movie. Now I didn't pick this up because of him. I actually picked it up because Tina Fey. I really like Tina Fey. I'm watching a lot of Fetty Rock, and I watched a lot of Saturday Night Live when she was on it. And I love Mean Girls, which she scripted. Great woman, and she helped write this movie, if I'm not mistaken. So I fancy watching it for that reason, because I like Tina Fey and I think she's really funny. So next up is, oh, the last Bond film. I told you I've got a Bond film. This is a film that I don't remember ever seeing. I've seen it. I know I've seen it. It's because it's Living Daylights. I've seen Living Daylights, but I don't remember much about it. And this is, it's probably because it's Timmy Dalton. I don't like Timothy Dalton. This is the Living Daylights. Yeah, it's a DVD. It's Bond. That's why I picked up. No matter all. No need to talk anymore about it. Next up is our 2 TV shows I picked up. Now these are marked. These are actually priced. I left the stickers on it for a reason. So this is How I Met Your Mother season 3 for £3, and this is How I Met Your Mother season 4 for £4. And I seen them. They were in 1 week, and I went in and I seen them, and I was like, £10, £3, £4 for a season of How I Met Your Mother. So I went up to the desk the second week, and I'm like, right, you've got these How I Met Your Mothers. I'm marked at £4 and £3. I'll give you £1 for them because I can find them online for the same price as that. I think I found them for £1.26 plus a penny delivery. So £1.30, and she's like, so what you're telling me is I have them marked at the wrong price. I'm like, well, I can get them, like, it's just because I can get them cheaper elsewhere. She's like, well, I'll give them for £2 each, so £2 and £2. I'm like, okay, no problem. Well, I'll give you a £5 because I'll pick up How I Met Your Mother season 3 and season 4, and I'll also pick up The Muppets Take Manhattan. She's like, alright, no bother, and gave her the £5 left. And this was rattling. That was annoying me. I thought, oh, my Muppets DVD's going to get scratched. So I opened it up when I actually left and went to Square This. I opened up, and to find that the DVD that was rattling about wasn't a Muppets DVD. It's in it. It's in it. It's a perfectly fine DVD. I even put it on and tried to watch it. But inside it was Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, the very first one on DVD. Now, I'm not putting this in my collection. I'm only showing it out because it was on it. But yeah, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, I really enjoyed the movie. I actually don't want to talk about it because I want to tell people who haven't seen it to go give it a try. I have people were talking about it. When I worked in the call centre a lot. I had somebody talking about it quite a lot. I never fancied it, but I got Netflix and it was on Netflix, and I decided I'll give it a watch. And it was a really, really fun movie. I haven't seen the second one yet, but I thought I'd use that as a moment to talk about, check out with a Chance of Meatballs. Now, these are the last little bunch. These are the newest stuff I picked up. These are actually just picked up on Saturday, or Friday and Saturday, sorry, these are picked up. So, first off is 3 DVDs from Square Disc again. I fit all £1, and this was G.I. Jane. I love this movie, and I've been looking for this movie for a while because I really, really enjoyed G.I. Jane, and I just found out that it's directed by Ridley Scott. I didn't think Ridley Scott directed this movie. I love G.I. Jane. Demi Moore was fantastic in it. Next up is The Assassin. Now, I haven't seen it, I don't think. Derek was talking about it, my brother-in-law was talking about it, and I thought, sounds like a movie I've maybe seen. I picked up The Assassin, and also picked up Oh Brother, Where Art Thou. A lot of people went on about this movie as well. I haven't seen those 2 movies, but yeah, I picked them up. And then after that, I actually went out to Tesco's. Now I went out to Tesco's because I got a college interview and I needed blank DVDs to make a show reel up. But lo and behold, the Tesco's closest to me, which usually has one, didn't sell them anymore. They had blank CDs, but not blank DVDs. I was like, ah, great. But I found 2 Blu-rays that I have kind of regretted buying because they weren't too cheap. It was like £18 each or 2 for £25, and I seen that deal. I was like, oh, and I spotted this film first, and this is actually one of my favourite films of last year. This is Inside Out. I spotted Inside Out, and I thought, you know what? I want Inside Out. So I looked and seen what I could find if there was anything else. But Inside Out, I really, really enjoyed, and I had to pick up Blu-ray at one point, because it's a Blu-ray movie. The emotions in her head, they're fuzzy and stuff, and on the Blu-ray you can see it. On the DVD you can see it probably, but on the Blu-ray it looks better. And so when I picked that up, I had to look for something else, and I actually found Straight Outta Compton. Now this is still sealed because I haven't watched it yet. I have watched the film previously, and I really enjoyed the movie. The movie was really good, and I wanted to pick it up on Blu-ray because, well, it was, as I said, I enjoyed the movie. And I wanted to give it another watch. So what's a better way than watch it on Blu-ray? And last but not least, I went into Glasgow on Saturday. Now, as I said, the college view, so I didn't know where the college was because it was in Glasgow. But my missus, Alison, my fiancée, she goes to the same one. She goes to that college. So we went in early and went to see it, and then we went to see Deadpool, which By the way, Deadpool is fantastic, and I suggest you should go out and watch it right now, because it's a great movie and so funny. Only if you're aged, obviously, but a great movie. So when we're in Glasgow, I decided I'll go check out CX, and there's 2 CXs in Glasgow. There's one in Sauget Hill Street. Went in there and it was dreadful. They had no good DVD, no good Blu-rays, and everyone was a fiver at least. There was no cheap ones. The only cheap ones was the cheapest one was Twilight for £1, and then the second Twilight was like £1.50 or vice versa. And now no. So we left and we headed down to the train station, and I actually spotted the big CX what was open next to the train station, so I thought, brilliant, I'll jump in there and I'll go have a look and see what they've got. And I found this movie and I instantly jumped at it. I had to buy it, and I paid $2.50 for this, and I had to take it straight away because it is a perfect getaway. Now, I've been wanting to see this movie again for a while. I talked about it recently. I was talking about it recently with Alison. We'd watched it. She'd seen it. She made me watch it before, and I decided I wanted to watch it again. And I couldn't find it on DVD or Blu-ray. It wasn't coming in the shop or anything. When I found it in CX, I had to pick up. So I picked that straight up. And then I picked up the first Ghostbusters. The first Ghostbusters was £4. Now, I knew I didn't have too much money to spend. I knew I wanted this. And £4 on top of that wasn't much. So I thought, okay, that's what I'll buy. I ended up going and looking at a couple of things. I ended up going to the kids section, which is right across from the DVD, the Blu-ray section. And I found this for £4. So I put Ghostbusters straight back. This is Mask, Mobile Animal Strike Commando. This is Volume 1. This is the series Volume 1. I don't know how long the series is actually. I got this years and years ago on video. I had these on video. A big video box. It was like this thick and a big double vault. And he opened up and it was two videos here and 2 videos here. And my sister had the same one, but it was for Yogi Bear and Smurfs, but mine was just for this, just for Mask, and I loved this, and I've actually been watching this, and this will back next to my DVD because I'm not finished watching it. This is a fantastic series. It's an animated kids thing, but it's from the 80s, and it is a fantastic thing. Not many people have actually heard of, and I suggest if you like animated and if you like cartoons and you like 80s action cartoons especially, go check out Mask. It is a fantastic cartoon, and I'm so glad I finally found it. I've been looking for it for a while actually. I had it on Amazon and it wasn't too cheap on Amazon, but when I found it for £4, I was like, that'll do me nicely, I'll have that. So yeah, there you are. That's what I've picked up in a month to a month and a half since I last shot a video. I last shot a video about a month and a half ago. I last posted one a month ago. But I'm back. I will post more videos, hopefully. I'll try at least to shoot more videos. My laptop is broken again, so I'm sharing that laptop with Alison, and she's doing college work. So I'm finding it hard. I need to find a time to edit while she's not using the laptop. And yeah. So but that's what I picked up this month. Let me know down below what you've picked up this month. Let me know if you've seen any of these things. Comment, let me know down below your thoughts on it. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you later. Bye.